An honest dream match for any era, and you made it happen. That's the power of Showcase. I've said it repeatedly that it's impossible for me to predict a hypothetical scenario with precision, but I have to believe that if I was here in 2019, I would have done anything to get into the front of the line to be Kurt Angle's final opponent at WrestleMania 35.
He has held every title imaginable. European champion, Intercontinental champion, 6-time world champion.
Not many people know this, but when I first joined the ECW brand in 2006, Kurt Angle was my goal. He'd found new life with the brand, leaning into the extreme side of things, mauling his opponents with a reinvigorated approach to the ground and pound offense. But those dreams would go unrealized with Kurt leaving WWE only about a month after my arrival. I could see it all in my head, though. Kurt comes out on Raw to announce that he'll be retiring at WrestleMania. With the crowd already shocked, Kurt goes to announce his opponent, only I wouldn't give him that chance. See, I really don't care who Kurt's chosen, because as I'd say to Kurt's face, I've chosen Kurt to be my opponent at WrestleMania 35. If Kurt wins, he gets to go out on top. But when I get the win, Kurt at least had the chance to go out on a shield against an opponent willing to push him to his limits. Kurt's retirement will happen one way or another, but it's up to you to decide who will be standing at the top of the winner's podium and who will have to settle for a silver medal when I collide with Kurt Angle at WrestleMania 35.
The man looking to end the career of Kurt Angle with a loss tonight, CM Punk.
The following is Kurt Angle's farewell match and is a submission match. From Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 218 pounds, CM Punk.
Punk has gladly accepted the opportunity to ruin Kurt's last night on the grandest stage of them all.
What better test for the best in the world than a man he idolizes? One of very few men to achieve the amateur wrestling Grand Slam, Kurt Angle.
You can tell Punk has been looking forward to this match. This chance to face Kurt Angle at WrestleMania. Now, for years, CM Punk has dreamed of this moment. What a notch in Punk's belt a win here would be. The only gold medalist in WWE history. The wrestling machine, Kurt Angle.
Competing in his final match after a 20-year Hall of Fame career, the only gold medalist in WWE history, Kurt Angle!
For the final time as an in-ring competitor, Kurt Angle makes his way to the ring. The WWE Universe showing the respect to this incredible athlete. Kurt Angle performs at his highest level when the pressure is highest. Tonight, it couldn't get any higher.
Punk fully expects Kurt Angle to be a step quicker than he's been recently, a little more intense than the Kurt Angle of old.
At long last, Kurt Angle and CM Punk face off inside a WWE ring. And on the biggest stage here at Wrestlemania. Kurt Angle is set to retire tonight, and CM Punk jumped at the chance to be the one to send him off into the sunset.
Look, I know Punk respects Angle, but this could also be a career-defining moment for Punk. Can the best in the world put the Olympic gold medalist on the shelf for good in a submission match?
We'll find out right here. CM Punk said he loves Kurt, but he'll not be sorry to put Kurt Angle down for good.
Wants to finish this.
Here we go. Wow, cross body. Going to the top rope. What's his plan?
Stalking from above.
From way up, he counters with a great reversal. CM Punk has been talking out of both sides of his mouth lately, praising Angle while also saying how much of a joy it would be to put him down. What kind of mind games are those?
It's a stroke of genius, in my view, Cole. As much as you want to paint him as a hypocrite, Punk has been...
Trying armbar. And wait a second. Interesting turn of events here.
Yeah, he just released the hold, and I'm racking my brain wondering why.
Punk scaling the turnbuckles.
Stalking from above.
Here we go. Crossbody from the top.
Any advice for CM Punk here? Taking out a gifted technician like Kurt Angle?
Look, Punk's no slouch when it comes to holds and technical abilities, but let's be clear. He's not on Angle's level. That means Punk really needs to avoid getting taken down to the mat. You don't want to be on your back trying to out-wrestle Kurt Angle. Oh, what an axe handle. I talked to Punk earlier today, and he said he fully expects Angle to be a step quicker than he's been recently. A little more intense, the Kurt Angle of old.
Fitting American sports analogy here for an American hero. You gents, correct me if I'm wrong, it's like a legendary baseball player taking his final swings at the plate. He may not have much left, but he still may hit a home run.
Very true, Wade. You said that correctly. I'm very proud of the American that you've become.
And for Kurt Angle, you can't remain as great as you once were, but you can be great one more time.
Momentum is really on Punk's side.
Angle.
CM Punk now connects with a Uranagi.
Saved by the ropes this time.
CM Punk hoists his opponent. Nails the GTS.
Rough situation for Kurt. Time to go for...
Uh-oh. Man, what timing on that counter. Despite what has transpired leading to tonight, there's a level of respect that CM Punk has for Kurt Angle. Punk might even have love for Angle, but Punk will not be sorry about beating Kurt in his final match.
There's all this talk about the storybook ending, the beautiful button on the career for Kurt Angle. A big win at Wrestlemania. Think of what this would do for CM Punk. Think about what's driving Punk right now. To say that he is the man who beat Kurt Angle in Kurt's final match of his Hall of Fame career.
There would be nothing for CM Punk to apologize for tonight. He would just be ending all of Kurt's built-up pain.
Turns around Angle's move. Beautiful neck breaker after the float over.
That was pretty.
And no matter how we got here, this is a match that people have been wanting to see. The Olympic gold medalist taking on the best in the world. A match that can propel both men's legacies even further.
Pile driver.
Oof, running knee in the corner.
Uh-oh. Angle switches it up. Set him up. Russian leg sweep. Oh, look at this. Float over neck breaker.
Picture perfect.
Punk peppering his opponent with attacks. Uranagi.
And the ropes will break the hold.
He certainly wanted to keep that submission on longer. He's doing everything he can to fight out of this tough spot. Nice amateur takedown all the way over.
Knees up. Got the knees up just in time.
Calf kick on the money.
That looked nasty. And oh yeah, he's definitely bleeding now. And this is just signature CM Punk. Stacked with that bulldog.
About to be locked in. Here we go, guys. And he locks in a perfectly applied sharpshooter. And this hold is getting tighter and tighter.
A pure battle of wills now. Can he hold on long enough to escape the hold?
One last gasp effort, and that'll do it. A reversal. He saw that coming. Huge kick connects.
He's in a predicament here. Belly-to-belly suplex.
And now Angle's saying, you wanted me? Well, now you got me. You've got the Hall of Famer.
Time to go for a ride. Exploder suplex. And the core taking on some damage.
Oh, right into a counter.
Punk dodges out in time.
Oh, knee right to the spine.
Big time height on that kick.
Well, with their opponent down, now looking to ensure it stays that way.
Makes it incredibly difficult to walk.
Oh, my goodness, what a knee strike.
Punk now locking in the Anaconda vice grip, and that is cinched in tight. Taps out! Taps out!
Here is your winner, CM Punk!
This was one to remember, and certainly a victory CM Punk will never forget. Forcing Kurt Angle to tap out to end his career with a loss here at the showcase of the Immortals.
A fitting end to an incredible career. Kurt leaves here a warrior who can hold his head high with pride. Angle gave so much to this industry, and we thank him for all he's done.
Maybe it's only in an alternative timeline, but I'll take the advantage of any opportunity to share the ring with Kurt Angle, win or lose. And as far as what happens if I stay in WWE, there's one more match I'll always wish for. Working with him, even if it was only briefly when he joined the new Nexus, made it abundantly clear to me that he would accomplish anything if he ever committed himself to it. A return to NXT gave him that chance, and soon Bray Wyatt and the Wyatt family were the talk of the wrestling world. They arrived on the main roster, terrorizing any superstar that got in their way.
And Bray Wyatt calmly watches as his family members dismantle Punk.
That included me. And while I have a match at the 2013 Survivor Series that on paper says was against the Wyatt family, it didn't have Bray Wyatt in it. I never got to compete against him once he realized his potential. I would have loved to have the Fiend set his sights on me. The Fiend took wrestling places it had never been before by taking his opponents places they had never been before. If I had my way, I'd take on the Fiend at Wrestlemania 37. And I'd look for solace in the one place that I know to be the great equalizer. Hell in a cell. He was once in a lifetime. I'm thankful for the time we did have together. But until we meet again, we'll make it happen here in my showcase. CM Punk against The Fiend at WrestleMania. You can choose who you'll control. But once that door closes, there's no telling what will happen.
It all comes down to this. Hell in a Cell at WrestleMania. A demonic structure built with thousands of square feet of cold steel chain link. And tonight, it will be the battleground for CM Punk and The Fiend.
Being a WWE superstar, you find yourself in a lot of dangerous situations. But right now, I don't think anyone is in a more dangerous situation than CM Punk.
From Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 218 pounds, CM Punk!
For the first time ever, guys, CM Punk will enter Hell in a Cell at WrestleMania.
We've seen Punk inside the cell before, but this is something else. Facing The Fiend on the grandest stage of them all. I can't imagine what's going through Punk's mind right now. He has got to be a bundle of nerves.
Yeah, Corey, separately, Hell in a Cell, WrestleMania, and The Fiend are all daunting presences to prepare for. But together, this has to be nearly impossible.
Legends, champions, Hall of Famers, all of them have left their matches against him different. Some scarred, some broken, but none of them have ever been the same again. And here he comes, The Fiend, begging for you to let him in. Tonight he looks to drag CM Punk deep into the darkness inside Hell in a Cell.
I've said it before and I'll say it again. You don't fight The Fiend. You survive him. Every opponent that has ever crossed paths with The Fiend has been changed forever.
Just look at those eyes, or whatever is hiding behind that mask. There's just pure evil.
This has never been about winning or losing for The Fiend. This has always been about destruction. And tonight, his evil gaze is locked on CM Punk.
Or you can prepare for a wrestler. You can prepare for a fight. You cannot prepare for The Fiend. This being doesn't wrestle with logic. He doesn't wrestle with reason. He wrestles out of pure malice.
Not flinching at the steel structure, not blinking at the tens of thousands here in attendance. To The Fiend, this isn't a punishment. This is his paradise. CM Punk is about to be locked inside the devil's playground with the devil incarnate.
You can hit The Fiend with everything you got, and he'll just keep getting back up. He feeds off the pain. And for as good as Punk is, he may find himself a broken man before he even realizes what's hit him.
I can't imagine what's going through Punk's mind right now. Not only taking on the Fiend, but being locked inside the Hell in a Cell with that monster at the showcase of the Immortals.
His nerves have to be shot. As calculated as Punk is in the ring, there's no way he could possibly figure out what the Fiend is about to unleash on him.
He won't know where, when, or how it's coming. All he can be sure of is that it's gonna be brutal.
Belt. He's got the shoulders down. An easy kick out there.
He's not going to go down that easy.
Being carried around now.
Well-placed elbows, looking to escape.
Oof! Cross body.
Bad position for Punk.
Recklessly hurled through the air.
It wasn't the height or distance that caused the damage, but they certainly contributed.
Look out. Chop bomb.
Ooh!
Fiend taking a step back and measuring his opponent.
He left himself wide open. Big mistake. Both of these men have made careers by changing with the times. Punk has gone from indie darling to extremist to straight-edge cult leader to the best in the world.
I will agree that Punk's ability to evolve is commendable, but I don't think anyone has undergone a transformation quite like Bray Wyatt when he became the Fiend.
Indeed, gentlemen, Bray Wyatt was a dominant force in the main event already. But as the Fiend, he's almost unbeatable. Wonder if Punk will need to change it again to overcome tonight's challenge. This might be one of the most psychological matches we'll ever witness in the history of WWE.
The Fiend started laying his groundwork earlier. I know Punk seems like he's unfazed, but deep down I think the seed of fear has started to sprout inside him. Punk has to do everything he can to fight through that fear if he wants to walk out of Wrestlemania with the win tonight. Boom! Connecting fully with that one. Something that should not get lost in all of this chaos. Before he was the Fiend, before he was Bray Wyatt, the man under that mask was actually a follower of CM Punk.
Yeah, shortly before Bray Wyatt found his way, he was part of CM Punk's new nexus under a different name. You have to wonder if whatever's left of Bray's psyche under that mask Beautiful senton.
CM Punk is in a distressing spot.
An absolutely punishing series from the Fiend. Punk is looking rocked.
Big back body drop. It knew what was coming there. Both of these men have had cult-like followings of the WWE. Shoulders down. CM Punk might have him. And a kick out right away.
He didn't even let the count hit one. The Fiend laying down the gauntlet for his opponent.
Here he comes, sliding back into the ring. There's press, hammering away.
Sister Abigail.
I don't know how Punk can recover from that. The Fiend may have victory in his twist.
Bray Wyatt locks in the claw. This is agonizing. Did Fiend end it there?
Taking advantage of the
That's an unusual decision.
Maybe looking to deal some more damage first.
Connecting with the crossbody.
Out of the ring, still surrounded by the Hell, that is the steel structure.
Retrieving a bag from underneath the ring. Let the guessing games begin.
The Fiend now with the clear upper hand.
The Fiend is just teeing off on Punk right now.
And Fiend gets cut off. Opportunity now for Punk to capture some momentum.
Time now for CM Punk to get his energy up and claw back into the fight.
He's locked up.
Rolled around like a rag doll.
Vice-like grip on the trapezius muscle. This is terribly painful.
Momentum is running away from Punk.
Fiend is absolutely unloading here.
Oh, look at this. Crashing onto the thumbtacks.
That would have been painful without landing on those tacks. I think they're going to go into shock after that. CM Punk looking to shut.
Double underhook, trying to muscle them over and
Backdropping their way out of danger.
just decorated with all that sharp and painful glitter now. Death by 1,000 cuts. Just tearing into all that flesh, turning into a human pincushion.
Placing him in the corner. CM Punk stopped that in its tracks. Ooh, and he manages to reverse.
Just had no way to avoid the tacks. And now, said tacks have essentially become one with their body. What are they going to do here? Oh my God, no, that's too far.
Punk sidesteps out of that.
Big clothesline.
Fiend is feeling a rush of confidence right now.
Clearly lost in the moment. He better snap out of it. No telling what's underneath the ring tonight.
Is that? Yeah, it's a bag, and I feel the whole WWE Universe knows what's in it.
All those thumbtacks, they are going to look like chopped meat after that.
Sister Abigail. That's what happens when you let the Fiend in. You seal your own doom.
Moving out from the ring closer to those towering walls of the cell.
And Punk is looking to the crowd for some support.
That puts an end to that, thank goodness.
The Fiend is sustaining the attack.
Punk's got to find a way to put his best foot forward here. Driven.
Oh, and a spear right through the cell wall.
Becoming one with the cell in the worst way possible. This has been an absolutely brutal match inside Hell in a Cell. I knew the Fiend and CM Punk were going to go to war here, but even for WrestleMania, this match has gone above and beyond.
What a view he must have from the top of that cell.
Looking at a sea of ants from that height.
He's on the top of the cage. One misstep and it could be over.
He got himself in this situation, but how does he get himself out? Neckbreaker! Bringing the fight on top of the cell. To call this dangerous would be an understatement.
Everyone knows the risks coming into Hell in a Cell, but I have to imagine that knowledge doesn't account for what happens when you end up on top of the cell.
Mongolian chop. The roof of the cell is no place for a fight.
These superstars seem to think differently. I'm not worried about the danger.
CM Punk may have broken through. His attacks really seem to be registering against the Fiend.
Rains down an elbow in retaliation. Lifted and completely helpless here.
Spiked down with that powerbomb. This is surreal. Nothing is worth this level of risk. What on earth?
You gotta be kidding me!
What possesses you to jump from the 20-foot cell?
The demonic structure pushes people to a dark place. And he's clearly got something on his mind as he ascends up the cell wall.
He's as mad as a hatter climbing the cell. Nothing good ever happens on top of the cell. Well, he's officially made it to the top of the structure. This could end so badly for him.
All caution has been thrown out the window. This is pure chaos now.
No, don't do it!
Holy hell!
This is ridiculous. We need to stop this before they kill each other.
How much further will these superstars go to destroy one another? He's headed up the cell, climbing the wall.
This is the definition of throwing caution out of the window. And the WWE Universe is on pins and needles for it.
And CM Punk looking for support from the crowd. What a crossbody.
Fighting on top of the cell, something's got to give.
These superstars simply want to destroy each other. And as we can see, that desire is not merely confined inside the cell anymore.
Looking inverted suplex.
And I think I'm hearing the roof buckle with every maneuver.
What the? Hold on. What's he thinking about?
I don't want to know, Corey. Whatever it is, it has to do with climbing the cell. And he's climbing up the godforsaken cell.
Standing on top of the cell, looking out over the entire WWE Universe.
I wonder if he's starting to regret making that climb.
Punk looking to impose his will on his opponent, and a double underhook backbreaker.
You can cut the tension in the arena with a knife right now.
Every step, every move just coated in danger up on the cell.
Sister Abigail.
Oh, he's shoving it down his throat.
The Fiend stops his opponents dead in their tracks. Punk's got a problem here.
The carnage we've witnessed here at Wrestlemania is going down in the history books. The Fiend and Punk have been unloading their arsenals, and neither one of them is showing any signs of relenting. Sent down hard.
The longer this goes on, the more dangerous this becomes.
Yeah, the roof of the cell can only take so much chaos. He hit the ground with a blood-curdling thud. That might have been the worst thing I've ever witnessed.
This is too far. What the hell is going through these superstars' minds?
Bray Wyatt locks in the claw. This is agonizing.
Went for the encore. That has to be the end of it.
The Fiend wins it.
Here is your winner, the Fiend, Bray Wyatt.
We may be witnessing the end of days here. The Fiend's power is only growing now that he's added CM Punk to his list of victims.
Remember this moment, gentlemen. I think we just witnessed a landmark moment for the entire WWE.
I feel bad for Punk coming up short, but What on earth does this mean for the rest of us?
An honor to know him, to have worked with him, and to get one more chance to share the ring with him. Rest in power forever, Bray Wyatt. It's been quite the experience as the focal point of WWE 2K26 Showcase. We've revisited great wins, received a second chance at painful losses, created dream matches that I thought would forever elude me, and even attempted to provide a glimpse at what WWE would have looked like had I stayed. It's been a true privilege. Before we put a bow on it all, I'd like to ask Slingshot Technology for one final match. A match that lives as large as my biggest dreams. The opportunity to team with the best tag team partner in the world, my wife, AJ Lee. Three-time Divas champion, had WWE wrapped around her finger from the moment she arrived. Skilled in the ring and potent on the microphone.
The greatest Divas champion of all time. Me!
Remind you of anybody? She even dropped a pipe on of her own.
I have done more in 1 year than all of you have done in your entire collective careers.
A true revolutionary, AJ Lee deserves as much credit for the women's revolution and evolution as anyone, as she fought for every second of television time to lay the groundwork needed to push women's wrestling further than it had ever been before. And since she returned to WWE this past September,
AJ Lee! CM Punk's wife is here after a decade!
she's been helping remind everybody just how damn great she really is. Now, I'm sure there are people out there saying, but you've teamed with her before. And this is true, but that doesn't change the facts. And the facts are that anytime I get to team up with my wife, it's always a dream come true. Across the ring from us, I can only see WWE's resident it couple, The Miz and Maryse. Miz and I have had our issues through the years. That's hardly a secret. But while we don't see eye to eye on many things, I still appreciate what him and his wife have accomplished in their careers. And it would be an honor to attempt to take the it couple label off them and put it on two people who have proven to move the needle, CM Punk and AJ Lee. So let's close this showcase out in style. You've done incredible work to get this far, and now we'll let you choose how it all comes to an end. Miz and Maryse will want to turn in a performance so awesome that it stops us in our tracks. But let's be real here. This world belongs to punks like me and the missus.
Here comes the best couple in the world.
From Chicago, Illinois, AJ Lee and CM Punk.
CM Punk and AJ Lee have both accomplished so much as individuals. Both have Hall of Fame credentials in WWE. Both have made their mark outside the business too, but the thing that means most to each of these competitors is standing right next to them. Punk and AJ are at their best together, and they're about to show the world exactly why.
He is the voice of the voiceless, and crazy is her superpower. Both of them are about to make a lot of noise tonight.
Punk and AJ have always felt like they were better than the likes of Miz and Maryse, especially when it comes to competing in WWE. Well, tonight's their chance to prove it.
Now for a real power couple in the form of the It Couple.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, the team of Maryse and The Miz.
And this is what it looks like to be truly in sync, to truly be as one, as a partnership, as a team, as a unit. The Miz and Maryse, 100% on the same page, which is more than we can say for CM Punk and AJ Lee.
Look, Punk and AJ may have less experience as a team, but you can't really buy that they're anything less than a cohesive unit. These two really can't get enough of each other, can they?
It's called being happily married. Miz and Maryse are clearly the gold standard when it comes to marital and in-ring bliss. A power couple and tag team truly deserving of the spotlight.
Big-time tag team action underway here as CM Punk and AJ Lee take on The Miz and Maryse.
Yes, and we're about to find out just who is the true ultimate power couple here in WWE.
Well, there's only one It Couple, and no offense, but it's not Punk and AJ. The camera loves Miz and Maryse, and Miz and Maryse know that nothing looks better on camera than beating two of the best in the world.
AJ Lee recently making her WWE return after a decade away. She spent that time becoming a best-selling author, a TV and movie producer, and getting herself back in the proper mental state to compete again. Seems to have worked as she instantly reinserted herself into the main event scene.
That has to eat at Maryse a bit. Don't get me wrong, Maryse has had some major matches since her retirement, but the vast majority of them have been at the side of her husband. I wonder if we see Maryse put a bit more effort to take command of this match tonight to prove that she can get back to the top of the women's division all by herself.
The communication between these two is evident by that move. DDT!
Face first impact.
Maryse is mostly known today for her reality TV work, but it's easy to forget that she was one of the most dominant competitors of the Divas era.
That she was, Michael Cole. Maryse was the first woman to ever hold the Divas title on more than one occasion, and for the majority of the title's history, she was the longest reigning title holder at 211 days.
But that record was surpassed by the other woman in this match, AJ Lee. So not only is AJ Lee a better competitor in the women's division, she's a better diva too.
And since this is standard tag team rules, the men can fight the women and vice versa. How does that change up the strategy in this one? How does AJ's strategy when facing The Miz differ from her strategy facing Maryse? Or all the other combinations we could see in this tag match?
Honestly, these are all four high-level championship caliber superstars. They've all done their homework, and none of them are going to hold back, no matter who's standing across the ring from them.
Breaker.
Punk has said on multiple occasions that he doesn't respect The Miz or how he got his start in WWE. I'm sure AJ Lee feels the same about Maryse.
Punk and Lee got into WWE the traditional way, by competing on the independent circuit for years and paying their dues, while Miz and Maryse took the reality route via Tough Enough and Diva Search, respectively.
Well, as a man who put in years of training but also won the first season of NXT, the truth of the matter is that a real WWE superstar will take any opportunity given to them to get their foot in the door. There's no shame whatsoever in how Miz and Maryse got here, and their success since is proof that it's not how you start, it's how you finish. And the It couple is going to finish strong tonight. Of that, I am sure.
Implanted by the DDT.
The list of accolades for Punk and AJ may be a smidge longer, their in-ring skills may be a smidge higher, but there's one aspect of this that and a quick schoolboy out of nowhere.
Oh, it turns it around and has the pin. Releasing the pin, he's adding insult to injury.
Ooh!
Uranagi by Punk. He turns it
Into the Anaconda Vice. This one could be over.
after everything he's been through, and he's releasing the hold. I guess he might have something else in mind here.
And makes the tag to her partner. Leaving him against the turnbuckle.
Tag made. Double team coming. Up to the top rope. Way up high.
Dim the spotlight, roll the credits. Miz and Maryse are about to exit stage left.
Cover.
Boom!
Going for the win.
I guess she doesn't want this thing to end. Not a smart decision, though.
Drop kick.
Legs caught.
Quick exchange of counters there.
Oh, jaw-shattering. DDT.
Bam!
AJ putting it all on the line.
Perched up top.
Almost lost her balance, but regained it. Diving elbow drop.
Boom.
AJ has taken full command here. Oh no, now possibly setting up for a submission maneuver.
Black Widow. Locked in tight.
The Miz.
Couldn't fight the pain any longer. Has to tap.
Here are your winners, AJ Lee and CM Punk.
In what may be one of the most emotional wins of their collective careers, CM Punk and AJ Lee proved themselves tonight. For Lee, she proved she deserves to be back on top of the women's division after a long hiatus. For Punk, he proved he's the true face of WWE. And even though his biggest battles were on his own, and Punk famously said that he's not here to make friends, this industry is what gave him what matters most, his family.
CM Punk has had so many knives put in his back, so many acrimonious splits. When it comes to those who ride for Punk, he will stand by their side every step of the way.
And there's nobody who stands closer to CM Punk than that woman, his wife, AJ Lee. For the man who calls himself the best in the world, that right there is his world.
For Corey Graves and Wade Barrett, I'm Michael Cole. Thank you for joining us tonight, everyone.
Truly, truly fantastic. Facing a litany of all-time WWE greats, crossing through time and space itself, testing out new technology, we've experienced a showcase like no other and had a huge part in how it all ended up. How does it feel? What are you even talking into? I'm not holding a microphone, man. You gamers are weird, you know that? The classics never get old. Seriously, though, you should be proud of what you've accomplished here. Showcase built its name on ideals of honor and legacy and tradition and greatness, and I think I did them all justice here today. When we honor the past, when we keep the names of legends alive long after they're gone, we show respect to them for their own journeys. And here in the WWE 2K26 showcase, I know we did things a little differently. Hell, there's some people out there that choose to do a full gauntlet instead of taking it one step at a time. Insanity, but that's the point. We only get one go. And if you don't do it as authentically as possible, if you don't do it your way, then why even bother? I built my entire career on that approach. Some love it, some don't, but you can't win them all. And if you try, you will drive yourself crazy. So always do what's in your heart. Always. Thank you for letting me do the whole 2K showcase a little differently. Thank you for always having my back. And thank you for showing that a true underground kid can one day be the most mainstream success, as long as they stay true to themselves. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got a dog waiting for me.
Thanks for watching. Please hit like, hit subscribe, and also hit that notification bell so you never miss a video.